Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land. And these are the last trucks that you can get in America for under $30,000. Now, I know I got my Grand Camino for under $30,000, but good luck getting your hands on one of those. She is special.
Consumer advice, buy the Grand Camino. Is that where we're going in this angle of this video?
I mean, if you can, I would get your hands on one.
No, yours barely runs. It doesn't even work. These are two very technologically advanced, very fun, very nice riding machines that happen to have pickup trucks beds on the back.
You just happen to have pickups on the bed.
And they're cheap. That's the nice thing.
I can't believe they're under 30 for the base.
Right.
It is wild how gorgeous they are inside. I mean, I say gorgeous, like, you know, they're a little basic. The Santa Fe, it looks really nice though.
Very different takes on a small pickup truck for the same money. So it is very interesting which one someone would gravitate towards or prefer. I'm leaning one way, but I'm curious what yours would be.
Don't tell me you're leaning that way. Are you?
What's wrong with that? Now, April, what's not to like about the Santa Cruz? And Hatchet Hyundai did loan us this car, so a big thanks to that. They also got the Maverick. Someone traded in the Maverick, that one right there, for one of these. So they thought it was better, at least. So be nice. Come on.
It's just, it doesn't look like a truck. It's like, oh, what am I supposed to be? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is like the mullet car truck right here.
What I think of it as is the continuation, if the Subaru Baja still existed.
Yeah.
If it didn't get canceled in the mid-2000s and continued on, even though this is a Korean company, I felt like they took the spirit of the Baja and continued it on. And yeah, so it has sort of a car-ish nose, like a Hyundai Tucson nose.
Which it looks great. Like, I love the styling of the headlights. Well, headlights are down here, but all these
Look
lights
what
up
they
here
did
in
with
the
the
grill.
key. They made it the Hyundai logo with all of the buttons. I'm gonna hit it to. Yeah, we got light bar action with the Hyundai.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Sort of this kind of textured look on there. It's stylish, and the paint almost has like a metallic flake in it too.
It does.
For $30,000.
Right.
This is gorgeous.
Just a scotch under 30. So this one's a little bit fancier. If you go over to the window stickers, it is an SEL front wheel drive. So the SEL package makes it a little fancier. Total price $32,000, but they're discounting this one to just under 30.
That's so crazy. Like $30,000 for a fantastic working truck car.
But 10, 15 years ago, this was the normal. You get a full-size pickup truck for under 30 grand with no fancy options or any of that kind of stuff. But now we're just left with these two. So this one's a 2024. It's a little bit used. The price is like $29,999, but it's a EcoBoost 4-cylinder all-wheel drive. So apples to apples, they are the same price, even though this one would have been lower 30s new. But the base price on a Maverick hybrid front-wheel drive is like 28, 27 and change, and these are like 29 and change. So very close.
So great. Such a great price. I love the body, the fenders. They're just sculpted like that into the body. It's really neat looking.
Yeah, well, key-wise, they go a little bit old school here because it's switchblade. Put the key in and go. So much more normal in that sense, but a lot more horsepower with these. 240 horsepower, I believe, with the turbo 4-cylinder versus 190 with the direct injection. Oh, you're already going into the bed,
how nice the bed is. Like, it has a liner on it. Is this an outlet?
Yep, power outlet.
What?
A little light.
Stop it. This is so cool. Oh, there's a little storage compartment.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I found another. Ooh.
So there's a smuggler's compartment. So a hole within a hole for drug smugglers.
No. What happens if you're smuggling, like, I don't know, organ tissues or something? Something else. Something that your parents don't want you to see, maybe. I don't know. Just
something illicit. So, okay.
That's great.
I know the Maverick tried really hard to put in little Easter eggs for people, and you know, it's supposed to be the bargain pickup truck that started at, I think, $20,000 4 or 5 years ago. That's long since sailed, and now darn near 30 grand.
All these little compartments. I guess you could put like 2x4s in here to help divide it up.
The little nooks, yeah.
Right. Like, they thought a lot about the design of this bed right here.
I'd say so. I mean, it looks like a truck. I'll give you that. I know you have the criticism of this looking not like a truck, but the cool thing about Hyundais is they all look different. They're doing bold styling choices and things. And yeah, it still has a good sized bed. It looks like this one has a little advantage because it has the compartment with a compartment that's really big here on this one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, actually, I think this opens so it could be like a cooler, so you can drain, put ice in here.
Very nice.
Some drainage in there.
And they had to put a little escape glow-in-the-dark lever here, even though there's like a 4-year-old couldn't fit in this.
I mean, maybe.
I guess this is just required by law since it's technically a trunk. But yeah, some more drug smuggling pouches with this one. Plenty of tie down. So I think they both do the same truck things.
Right. This one seems a little bit smaller. I think this is 4 foot. That's 4.5 feet. But it's a cool design. They got little triangle things and a little car. Mm-hmm. Like, why did they need to do that? Is that important?
It's just fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
Look at it. Designed in California.
Yes,
Really?
Hyundai's Design HQ in California.
Really?
Mm-hmm. For Hyundai USA.
Why did they need to put it on there?
Well, sure. They want to show that this is sort of an American thought-up car, that Hyundai is very involved in the U.S., I suppose, even though, where is it built?
Alabama, I think.
Montgomery, Alabama. The engine comes from the U.S., the transmissions come from the U.S. and Korea, so even though it's a Hyundai, it's an American-built, American-designed truck.
Right.
Right here.
Who designed this? Who thought of this?
It's cool.
What is this?
It's like a Subaru Baja. It's cool. It's like the Chevy Avalanche with this big back, even though this doesn't fold down. It's neat.
I feel like there may be car clubs in the future of, like, you know, because who knows how many they're going to sell, and like people are going to meet up when you have one of these because they are so distinctive on the road.
They are distinctive.
Right.
Yes, I like it personally.
Can I ask you what this is? Like, why did they need?
It's ribbed.
Why? Did
It's
they need...
ribbed for off-road cladding fun.
Like, is that important of a detail? We needed to do that and cut into the body. Okay, moving on.
Anyway, where the Hyundai is going to totally dominate on the Maverick is the interior. If it would unlock. Here we go. Try this again. Look at that. Proper, luxurious looking interior for under 30 grand.
I can't believe it. Like, when I saw this interior, and I know it's under 30 grand, this is perfect, gorgeous. That whole light up LED screen back there. Even the steering wheel looks really cool. I mean, the materials don't feel super cheap. I really like it.
Power and lumbar, big screen, cool dashboard, cool vents, and they are both crew cabs, so you have a back seat. We have some accessories to get out of the way here, but yeah, anyway, hopefully that's not fragile. But yeah, fold this down, pull the strap, yeah, just like the Dodge Dakota.
Right
Way the seats fold down.
They're really nice with the perforation on that. You've got some cup holders right here.
Yes.
What's going on over here? Oh, you got some USB outlets back here.
You're laying down on the job again?
Sorry. It's comfortable. There's actually more room than I thought there would be, because it's tiny. Like, these pickup trucks are very small, and they gave you enough room back here in the back seat.
Right.
Very cool.
Well, and they do a shark fin antenna versus one of those.
Yeah, shark fin.
So, yeah. Why don't we just hop right into the back seat of the Maverick for comparison?
All right.
It looks a little more cramped to me.
It's so much more cramped.
Yep.
This is way tighter. Wow. Okay.
It's neat what they're doing with all the materials as far as the textures, the orange stitching, the door handles, but this feels hard plastic cheap.
Right.
There's a lot of hard plastic cheapness in the interior of this versus the Hyundai.
They have an outlet, like a traditional outlet back here,
Yep.
which is a great idea, USB. And I guess this is sort of a holding place where you can have 3D printed accessories, like a cup holder or kind of an iPad holder, and you can kind of print that and insert it in there.
But it's cramped.
It's cramped. Yeah.
So that extra 6 inches in the bed, you give up in rear cabin space, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess
You're talking
so.
about that giving up.
This is cool. They have a little cup holder situation. I like these kind of exposed bolts on here in the orange detailing. It's very pretty.
But luxury and cool economy. Let's just call it that. It's an economical but cool, hard plastics but neat colors and treatments, and you know, the orange is interesting as far as the stitching, and in all the soft places like the phone holder and things.
In all the soft places.
Well, you know,
Really?
I don't, whatever.
It does look cool, but it's your basic work truck. Like, this is a workhorse. You're not going to fit big construction workers back here, though.
No, but I know they facelifted these for 2025. They're a little bit different, but
Yeah.
still, you know, it's a facelift. And the screens have gotten bigger, but this just feels cheaper to me. That's not a bad thing, but there's a whole, and I keep kicking this thing, a whole luxury experience inside of the Hyundai that does not even come close in comparison to the Ford. But
I agree.
yeah, but luxury looking is one thing, luxury feeling how it drives, it could be totally different, I
Right.
suppose. So
Yeah, I agree.
which one do you want to drive first?
Maverick.
The Maverick, okay. Well, here's your switchblade key. Go ahead and start it up and pop the hood because I want to poke around in
Right.
here. I'm a Ford. I'm a Ford. All right, 4-cylinder. Ah! Ah! Oh, why does Ford make it so ugly? They do this with the Broncos. They do it with everything. They don't cover it up. They don't make it look pretty. And it's just a spaghetti bowl of wiring and hoses and
I mean, this is the, basic version.
No, it's not. This is not the hybrid. This is the 4-cylinder turbo with more
Really?
power.
Okay.
And listen to that kitten purr. I know they can tune these and do some pretty crazy stuff with them, but the presentation is just, it's so ugly. Why do these all have to be different orientations, the ignition coils? Why? I don't get it.
I don't know.
It's ugly. Under the hood, it's hideous, isn't it?
But you can't judge it by the looks. You got to judge it by the feel and the drive.
Okay. Well, let's take her out to see. Well, this feels like home with your old baby Bronco.
Yeah, it's good. I like this.
Heated seats, heated steering wheel.
Ooh, let's get that cooking. All right. This is nice. It feels good. It feels lower than the Bronco, actually.
And out in the sun, the materials in this thing, I mean, they textured it, they tried, but obviously for the price point, it's fine for the price point.
Do you know how easy that would be to clean, though? Like
I
that,
suppose.
that sort of plastic feel. Mm-hmm. Are you ready
Yep.
to feel the power, to unleash the speed?
Not bad.
Okay.
240 horsepower turbo, it gets up and goes.
Okay.
30 miles per gallon highway with these versus like 40 with the hybrid.
Right, that
It's a
would
big
be
difference.
amazing, but then
Yeah.
it's like lower towing capacity.
Yeah.
But the hybrid, 40 miles a gallon,
Mm-hmm.
that's fantastic. Let's see if I'm going speed limit. All right. We got different drive modes down here.
Yeah.
Do you have a Kansas flatland drive mode?
I don't think
Oh, no,
so.
I don't think
But yeah, be able to turn off the cylinder deactivation, which you want to do absolutely every single time. One thing I'm noticing a lot of is wind noise.
You're right. There.
I feel like my little Dakota is quieter at 55 miles an hour than this Maverick.
But this is just a base model, like new, $30,000. You can't beat that. You can't have everything.
So was my
you want.
Dakota back in 2003, and it was
Okay.
quieter and smoother and more powerful.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, it's too hard to make that anymore.
Right. I'm glad Ford came out with this.
Yes.
It makes me feel good about the car industry that you can actually afford something that's practical and it still doesn't look like an eyesore. It's great.
Okay. Well, I think you need to brace yourself to get blown away by the Santa Cruz.
No chance.
Faux show. All right, let's hear this kitten purr, huh? Pop the hood too, please.
All right.
What's please in Korean? Oh, it's built in wherever else. Oh, oopsie daisy.
Do you want it on?
Yes. Well, it's not a V8 either. Direct injection is quieter because they put engine covers on the thing.
Oh, so that makes you happy?
Yes, they dressed it up.
Like a little detail, carbon fiber even. That's not carbon fiber.
Right. All right, just to make it fair, let's pretend. So you take that off,
Right.
and then you can really start to hear the clicking of the direct injection, which Ford doesn't really care about. But Hyundai, at least, they cover all this up with some sound insulation to quiet all this up. See?
I like that. They go in the extra mile. This is more a luxurious version of the truck.
It makes a big difference. And then we have interestingly, we have the main battery with a terminal here, and then we have another battery terminal hookup in the fuse box right next to each other. Huh. Very odd, but this is a way less hideous engine bay. Look how they're all sort of going the same direction. Everything, it looks like lanes of a road or traffic or whatever, like it's thought out, not just like, car,
Right.
go.
If you have OCD, the Maverick will drive you crazy.
Yeah, well, and just routing all the wiring, the plugs and the hoses and putting it all back together, this looks a lot more elegant and organized in my opinion. But I know Hyundai engines have had their reputations in the past, even with the long warranty. I think some of that comes down to maintenance and how the owners care for them versus how they're engineered. That one in the video that I blew up, that had 230,000 miles on it though, so you can't really blame the car.
No.
So let me put this cover back on and then we can go for a drive. That's the wrong way. Luxury, see?
Oh,
See what I mean?
gosh, this is so nice.
This is ridiculous for the price point.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Even how, like, look at the dash kind of almost wraps around to the door where it connects. That's really pretty.
And this is soft touch. This is a nice texture. This is, you know, very fancy, still has the plastic covering on it.
Oh my gosh. And this is touch screen.
Yeah. Yeah, same with the Ford, it's just a lot bigger.
This is so cool.
The gauges are neat too, huh?
Yeah.
Give it a little rep, just to show the... Yeah.
This is really cool. More storage in here. This is really nice.
So it doesn't feel like you're driving a truck, right?
No, not at all.
Go ahead and floor it.
You ready?
So this one doesn't have a turbo on it. So about 40 less horsepower, and I think you can tell.
Feel each one of those. 40 horses not being
It's trying really hard.
Yeah.
But then the ride.
The ride's nice and fantastic. It just looks so gorgeous in here, and I keep saying it, but I'm shocked about the price and how luxurious it feels inside.
Right. The road noise, it's a little bit quieter, a little bit better in that sense because it's more aerodynamic, it's more car-like, which is your thing. You don't like that it doesn't look like a blocky old truck, but
You're right.
it makes sense.
There's less wind noise, absolutely.
And then the steering wheel is fancier.
Yeah, the steering wheel looks cool. I love these little handle nubs. Is that a technical term?
Yep.
The nubs. They make it interesting and just kind of easier to hold on to. It's very comfortable. I'm surprised there's not a big H right in the center. I don't know what
Hyundai?
that's supposed to mean. There's
I don't
a little
know.
bar going across.
So,
Yeah,
you're shopping for a truck. Your budget's 30 grand. You got to buy brand new.
right.
What are you doing?
Well, who am I? Am I me or am I like a construction worker?
You're you. You're a person that's just using it. You have the occasional need for a truck bed for whatever.
Well, that's
but
boring. I don't want to be me. Oh, this is so hard because the Maverick is so cool, but this is very luxurious and comfortable. I'd say this is a little more comfortable inside.
Right.
There's more room, it feels like, even though it almost seems smaller. The entire length of it, I think, is smaller than the Maverick. And I just love this kind of dashboard feel, like you're really visualizing the whole road. It's a great look. It's a good feel. I'm really torn because it looks like a mullet, okay?
that's what I like about it. I like that it's weird looking. I like that it's luxurious. And I like that it's still functional. So I am Santa Cruz all day long. Although, like, doing a Maverick, like, lowered and the turbo tuned to craziness, and like someone doing like the mini truck stuff, there's some really cool things that you can do with the Maverick to where I like, that's neat. But stock, you know, price point per price point, I'm in the Santa Cruz all day long.
Yep.
For sure.
Okay, if I was doing a coin flip and it landed on one or the other, I'm secretly going Maverick. Sorry.
And that's how she ended up with me in Kansas and not with the other guy that lost.
Who says that?
The other YouTuber from Texas, you know, whatever his name was. Yep. Well, he lost, you know, whatever. All right. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh my gosh, you're in so much trouble.
I was like a quarter of an inch taller. I think that was actually the thing.
Quarter of an inch something.